Argentina, my home country, has lowered the voting age from 18 to 16. This is a change that could help the now politically ailing president, Cristina Kirchner, court the youth vote ahead of the 2013 midterm elections. Now, a bunch of opposition members walked out of the lower house of Congress after a crazy late-night session last night. I encourage you to check out the video of it. This eventually did win approval, 131 to 2. So there's a couple of different thoughts here, right? I mean, skeptics are saying that this is really to drum up young person support, especially when there are people that are currently too young to vote but might support the president in the next election. Get them excited about voting, make the pie bigger, so to speak. As opposed to getting more of the pie, make the pie bigger. The popularity level has fallen for her below 25% in the midst of economic issues and slowing demand from Brazil, which is the top trade partner, high inflation. We can't even get accurate numbers about what is inflation. What's your reaction to this move, Natan?
Well, it's interesting. Right before the show started, I was watching a TED Talk by Sam Wong, who recently, you mentioned him as the head of the Princeton Election Consortium predicting the election. But he's actually a neuroscientist, and his talk was about executive functioning and willpower. And he said very clearly the evidence shows that the prefrontal cortex is not completely grown to its mature state until the 20s. So until you're in your mid-20s. So
this brings up a number of questions. Is a 17-year-old voting really someone that we can say is developmentally at a stage where voting makes sense?
Well, I think the problem is when you're not allowed to serve in the military or drive a car, it seems kind of difficult to presume that you can accurately vote for president.
That's exactly the thing. And that brings up questions in the U.S. as well, which is really if your brain is not fully formed until the early 20s, why are you allowed to get into the military at 18 or even younger in the U.S. with parental permission, a permission slip, so to speak? A lot of questions, but this is very interesting.
Yes, I feel we might have to reenact the draft if, let's say, you had to be 22 to get into the military.
A couple of side notes. Voting is mandatory in Argentina for those 18 to 70. It would be discretionary for 16 and 17-year-olds. Also, no alcohol sales in Argentina on Election Day. And we happened to be there on vacation, Natan and I, this past few months ago during Election Day. And there were a bunch of funny incidents with people trying to buy alcohol, claiming, well, no, I already voted. Well, don't you have the slip? No, well, I didn't keep the slip. I threw the slip out. Why would I have it? A lot of funny stuff goes on. People trying to buy their wine on Election Day there. But that may be a story for a different day. Let's take a break. Coming up next, Dennis Campbell. Also, we'll talk about a 160-inch Obama sign in Michigan that is really angering some Republicans. Stay tuned. A lot more still to come.
The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.